Star Traders is a classic science fiction board game. 2 to 6 players pilot their starships as they compete to deliver cargoes across the galaxy for great wealth and prestige. They navigate from world to world using jump lines of various difficulties, building stations that make jumps easier and help establish their trade route.
I'm David Ladyman, and I've been involved with table games and computer games for almost 40 years. I've worked with Steve Jackson Games, FASA, TSR, Electronic Arts, Sony Online, Cloud Imperium, and plenty of other companies, both in development and in putting together manuals and guides for lots of games. And now I'm launching my own game, Star Traders.
To see people playing Star Traders again is so rewarding and fun. My inspiration for creating this game? Long ago, I loved the train games of the 80s, especially Rail Baron and Empire Builder. You got contracts, you put together a rail system, and the first one to $200,000 wins the game. The planning and strategizing were neat, but these games were almost solo games played simultaneously with the other players. The only interaction was in the competition for rail lines. Star Traders keeps the contracts and the system building, but adds interaction by making the contracts available to everyone, with only the first one to deliver getting the payoff, and by adding Trader's Luck cards that you use to directly interact with each other. My other problem with the earlier games is that they had no climax. You just kept accumulating money until you could announce that you've won. In the full version of Star Traders, you've got to complete one last difficult contract, and everyone else may be attempting the same thing alongside you. May the best trader win.
Howdy, I'm Ryan Archer, and I've been an artist and an illustrator for over a decade. You may have seen some of my work on my webcomic Lazybones, or maybe my work on brochures, blueprints, and other materials for the PC game Star Citizen. Now I'm very proud to say that I'm the artist on Star Traders.
We both love tabletop games, and I've been doing this for a while. I originally designed Star Traders for Steve Jackson Games in 1987, but only now with Kickstarter do I finally have the opportunity to release it bigger and better than before.
As the artist, I wanted to capture that classic feel from the original Star Traders, with updated graphics that make the game really shine. My first time playing Star Traders, I was amazed at how intricately designed it was, and I've had the pleasure of building on top of that strong foundation to make a truly great game.
Star Traders is actually 5 different games in one. I designed it to scale from younger kids just learning how to add, subtract, and read, to the most competitive tabletop gamers who want to challenge their friends to a no-holds-barred contest.
It's great. I really like the depth of strategy it gives you and level of options without being overwhelming. A lot of the rules are on the cards that you're using, so you don't have to sit there and decipher a bunch of symbols or look through the rule book all the time, and handy cheat sheets help too.
I really enjoyed the game. I like the mechanics of it a lot, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's a bit cutthroat, which is great, and it's fun for the whole family. You can play it lots of different ways, which makes it even more fun.
I liked building space stations on the board. The various things you can use to mark your place and make the board your own with your own strategy is very interesting.
I really love the science fiction references. It's fun to play a game where you catch the references, especially references to things like Doctor Who and Star Wars and Warehouse 13. And it's just fun to be an insider in that and to enjoy the little bits of humor there.
The science fiction references, both on the boards and in the cards, gave me kind of a weird nostalgia every time I went to read some flavor text, or when I was looking for a planet and I saw, oh, look, atoms, or I'd read a card and it's like, oh, it's bigger on the inside, those, a little extra smile when you're playing the game.
What makes this game really great is how well balanced everything is. You get ample opportunity to make strategic decisions, but even if you make a mistake or misjudge a route, you're never hopelessly behind.
Meanwhile, space, science fiction, adding all the references to SF books and shows was an obvious fit.
That's actually one of my hopes in making this game, to introduce people to some really good science fiction stories. It's one large homage, with the worlds named after favorite SF authors of mine. The cargoes that they export relate to the books they wrote. Players can explore the Star Traders galaxy, then read those books and deepen their enjoyment of all science fiction. The personalities can feel like you're taking on a role in a science fiction epic, especially with the introductory fiction that Charlie Duncan has written for each one, and with the art that Ryan is creating. Whether you're the hero, navigator, engineer, negotiator, insider, or rogue, you have a unique advantage, and you can't help but start to embrace that character as you play it.
We've poured a lot of our time, experience, and passion over the last couple of years into making Star Traders the best game it can be, but only with your help can we finish the process. The rules are done, the board is done, Ryan is working hard to complete the art. We just need to be able to publish the thing.
We need your help to bring this new Star Traders to life. The funding from you will help us take this game to your friends at home and to your local game store.
Every little bit, every individual backer, even for $1, helps, and we greatly appreciate the trust and support that you show us. Thank you very much.